The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. All right, tablet and pen time. There's a lot of things we need to do. Now let's understand, all right, every one of us been ripped off by somebody. We all got, it's gonna work, or is this or that. If you're here new, guess what? Tablet and pen, let's get to know each other. If you know me already before, you know I come through every time. And I'm basically persistent. And I gotta just be me. I'm pushy and I achieve goals. To achieve the goals are kind of fun. Now keep in mind what your goal should be is building residual income. You should be thinking about money coming in a monthly base. All right, and what I've done in my life. So I'll give you a little story about me, then I'll show you how to play with me too. Have some fun. Now I'm the Godfather credit. They call me that, simple, for years ago. My name is actually Ray Reynolds. And I created my first million at 14 and a half. It's impossible, but I did it. 2.6 billion at 26. So under corporate structure. So we're going to teach you a couple things today. You're going to need a big tablet and a pen. Now let's begin. No pictures, no recording, because I need you to put it here. The ultimate goal. As we play this game, because business is a game. Let's remember a couple years ago, like 45 of them. I wrote the Winning the Game of Business. Winning the Game of Business. Page 6. Paragraph 3, I wrote down cash flow free at my time. Then other people started to use that as well. Now I'm online 6 days a week. Now rags to riches. Come on, we all got a bad sad story to tell. I don't think anybody really cares in most cases, but let's show exactly what I want you to do. I don't want you to think of something. Me, I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. She didn't want me. I got to be Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. She used and abused too, and that's not fair. But guess what? I wanted to get where I wanted to go. I needed to get out of hell. I want your journey to begin with me and understand we all have a story to tell, but we have the ability to listen and learn and get through the pain. Now, today it's simple. Let's look behind the curtain. I believe, and don't take it wrong, don't take it personally, I believe you followed a bunch of ducks and sheep, and you did it their way. You didn't realize there was a better way. Okay? I don't hear the word no. When someone tells me no, I think, okay, thank you. They don't know how to do it. You accept the word no. From now on, we're going to ever accept it again. So let's think today. Here's the biggest problem in trying to achieve the American dream. What happens about your personal credit in your business and being a CFO? What do? You usually jack up your personal cards, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You backed yourself and family in a corner, and you couldn't write off diddly squat. Well, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough. Ken basically worked for TRW. They became a Superior. If we take two cards example in my hand with $100,000, 50,000 piece, and we put a stick in the back of the card, we write down the limit of the card. We write down 25% maintained forever, never past 29%. You see, what happens is, again, you didn't have your balance of your debt. And I'm going to show you how to never bring it down again. Is that okay? So again, 25, 29% rule, because that's the line of defense. That would give you 71,000 of safety credit in case blankets the fan, lost your job, or pandemic. So let's play. TRW, Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They made bicycle parts. They got information business, and then they became and sold themselves to basically Aspiring in 96. I drew this little drawing years ago like this, and they redid this again a couple of times. So let's understand. The goal is, if you balance your debt, it's going to be green. The reality is it's basically set up green, fair, or hell no. There are two cards on planet Earth that you can never screw up as long as you maintain a payment. So I'm going to give you the rules and tools so you don't bring the pain home again. Is that okay as we play this game? Now, Harold Stokes and me wanted to put it in high schools years ago. Harold passed away, God rest his soul. He's one of my mentors over the years. So what do we want to do is this. Everyone in high school, we have a program we can instantly set up their credit file. Instantly, now. You took 3 years to try to figure it out and you're still doing it wrong. Sorry, but it's true. I'd like the next generation not to make the same stupid mistake you made. Hey, everybody makes mistakes. So if we can teach the next generation to instantly credit reports and how to set up the right way and the balancing rules and tools that you never got to learn in the first place, I'll bet you they have a second chance better than you did. So play. Chapter 18, corporation's a legal person. See, it's in front of you. Have you have a corporation? Oh, goody for you. Now, some people spend thousands of dollars for an attorney, CPA, and incorporating service, and then they don't learn diddly squat. I call that stupid. Sorry, I don't kill money like those people do. So let's focus on Chapter 18 right now. Understand, it says a corporation's a legal person. Let me circle it for you. All right. Now, I learned this, and the bottom line is I'm at Mrs. Hope's family house, rich and famous people going blah, 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 and every Wednesday night she had a poker game for all the rich and famous people. They said, one of them said, a corporation's a legal person. It clicked. What? See, I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I learned to memorize words, and I freaked people out even then. So what did I do? Well, I went to the Torrance Library. I asked the lady next to the police department, I said, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. About 5-10 minutes later, she said, here's a mock of this. Here's a book. She was a bit, Anyway, I read the book. You've been reading the books too, right? See, you're trying to figure out a blueprint, steps and rules, what you need to get to the American dream. And unfortunately, you've allowed friends and family to rip you off, and you basically paid thousands for crap didn't work. Now, I kind of screwed up too. I went back to the library for 2 years. Then I sent them my $10 money order away. You see, the cheapest one was a nonprofit. So I sent $10. Today it's $30. Now it says it may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that. I kind of got my ass kicked for not paying attention to that. So let's understand. All right, and under by 17983 as well, Business Professional Code. Now I got my corporation. It came back. All right, I was 9.5. It was called Helping Hand Industries. Helping Hand, we got $100,000 of credit cards in the mail. And having millions and millions of dollars credit cards fun. You would just put them in books and you organize yourself. I like that. But back in the 70s and 80s, people didn't have to use their SSN and didn't even have to apply. They sent the card in the mail. So I got over 100,000. And Miss Hope and that old people all thought I was a crook. I'm 9.5 years old and I'm a crook. They brought in Ted Turner and an attorney and asked him questions. What did I do? I told Ted Turner how to use the SS4 26 ways. Now, I also got named to the movie Dave, but I had a problem at 12.5 years old. I started Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille. And what happened? Or it belonged to the Braille Institution. I had to learn about trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. So I'd like you to think about something about not bringing the pain home. Is that okay if I show you never how to bring the pain home as we play this game? See, the next thing you have, if you have a corporation, is you. On the Secretary of State's website, it has your name on it and the officers list. So when they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a duck and a sheep because you don't know any better. I'm going to show you how to have a division process. Is that okay? Now, if you have an LLC, don't worry, January 1st, the Treasury Department's going to come get you. Isn't that fun? Now, they also said put your ducks in a row when I was a kid. I asked what that meant. Do you know what the grown-ups tell me? It's about it. They were stupid. I cannot believe how many grown-ups were just stupid. They kept saying things that didn't make any sense. So I put rules and tools to what they had to say. Is that okay? $1 million a corporation and never bring the pain home. So as we play, warning about me in just a little bit. All right, it's very simple. I'm honest and I'm blunt. And I'm going to tell like it is. If you followed stupid, you did stupid. You're not stupid. But the reality is I build millionaires. Is that okay? I even built 28 billionaires so far. So if you want to play the Ray Reynolds University, that's me too. Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. Now I'm going to tell it like it is, and I'm going to tell you and treat you like you're 2 years old, and I'm going to tell you what to do. Is that okay if you allow me to do that with you? And you're never going to bring the pain home again? So let's play. I got this foolproof program. If you follow through, you can't screw up, okay? Now I got rich and famous people from Arnold and Dr. Lucky and Superman for Gold's Gym, college professor, homeless people too, and Giovanni at Pixar 1.6, and little Karen Long Beach Properties too, and 1.2 million. She got a little videos out there as well. And then I help people coming out of prison, like Freeway, Ricky, Dickie Ross. Here's 2 gold cards and platinum cards up to $4 million. Is that okay? But then Thomas was in prison for 26 years. Within six months, I rebuilt him, and I got him his first dump truck. Now he does all kinds of millions a year. See, your problem is you don't understand SSN, which is basically SS5 versus SS4. Let's explain it to you. So you filled out a form called SS5, or Mommy did it in 1971, okay, when Nixon took the gold standard out. This got your SSN, Social Security card, and it created a 1040 tax return. That's all it was for. You got one number and you allowed it to kick your ass. Sorry, it's called We the People. The SSN, guess what? It's tax, 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 and probate till you're dead. That's kind of silly. Let's compare the SS5 to the SS4. Line 1 says legal name of entity, individual person. You see right there? It's what it says. See, your problem is you. Your lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. You're not stupid, but I'll bet you didn't follow through. You didn't look behind the curtain, did you? So we're going to play my way. Now, SS5 is SSN 1040 tax return. SS4 1120 tax return, known as a tax ID. I'm going to get you a second chance and teach you how to play the game and never win, always win. Is that okay? Now, if you're a tax protester and you don't file tax returns, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. He went for 3 years listening to those stupid attorneys and CPAs in Beverly Hills, California, and he paid $5 million in penalties. If you want to be stupid, listen to stupid attorneys and CPAs. That's what he did. But if you listen carefully, you look up the irs.gov and you find the 1244. This allows you to file one tax return, you and the corp, and not pay tax at all. Is that okay if you learn to play with me? See, the lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. People aren't stupid, they just follow stupid. Now, here's the United States of America Incorporated. They took 50 corporations, they called them states. The states got cities, and then they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy. You see, they wanted to plan if, oh, shit happened too. They want to bankrupt the debts in front of the whole world, which they did to 11 cities so far. You see, your problem is you, because you could have did the same thing with no intent to do fraud. We the people, Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person, and you stop bringing the pain home. Is that okay if you play? Now let's write down division of me. Write it down. There's that form again. I can put your name, corporation, division, or subsidiary right there. And I can build you a corporation worth $1 million. Would that be okay if you play my way? But the problem when I get you the $1 million, you sit there and go like this. I realized this last 6 months, people are just getting the money. They don't know what the hell they're doing anyway. I don't understand that. So we're going to play a different way starting today. So let's understand. If we look at the Lamborghini part of the collection, and half of my clients have seen me drive the Lamborghinis and Ferraris in front of your face. Time to get yours. Now, this Lamborghini, here's the key. Bum, bum. It's $1 million car, $6,800 a month. If I can't pay it, they take it away. And then they report it to the credit bureaus. I'll have shitty credit. Then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now I have shitty credit and double on. I have an IRS problem and double shitty credit. Well, that sucks. If I buy it to the corporation and they see that I'm an officer, they sue me anyway. Damn, what do I do? You do what I do. I invented division process in 85, 86. This Lamborghini is in a division. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed it under SS4. Now, if I can't save it and there's a problem, I'm going to do the 3 steps I invented for me. You might want to write them down for yourself too. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I'm going to put it over here. While my corporation maintains my shopping centers, my properties, all the other goodies. See, I got to protect the corp. Now, if I can't save this sucker in 6 months, I'm going to bankrupt the crap out of it under the Federal Protection Act, like your banks and grocery stores do in your cities. All right, see, your problems, you don't know them to play. But again, when you lease a building, you're going to do it my way from now on. When you get a piece of property, who's going to fall and sue you? Screw you too. Division process. Now, all the silly things about LLC and this and corp, stop the crap. We'll talk about the type of corporation when you get to my setup level 1 on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. What matters is how you receive money for the IRS. All money to the SS4 is not taxable till you're profitable. And then we have to think about money. Where the hell are you going to get $1 million to $100,000 to build a business? Go to Shark Tank and get half of your company away? Maybe that would work too. How will we get this gold card? Unlimited to up to $1 million. And look at the Fair Lending Act. They allow you 99 more. How many would you like? You see, you could build your life and go up and away and do it the right way from now on if you want to. And I'll hold your hand every step of the way and we'll sing Kumbaya. Here's Mary. I think all of you should change your name to Mary for 5 minutes, just for fun of it. Mary's Ivy League education. Married her 3rd grade sweetheart. They're making $500,000 a year. Mary wants to have a restaurant. She hires the attorney, gives him 10,000. Look at the lease. He makes her sign a lease for 10 years with 3 options. She looks into $5,000 to the CPA. He's going to watch the books too. Well, guess what happened? The restaurant failed. She had to bankrupt the shit out of it. All right. And then because she guaranteed it, they went after Mary in her home. And she lost her home. And her husband 3 weeks later says, I didn't sign up for this. And he divorced her. You see, money gets you honey, but you don't bring the damn pain home. Mary's problem, the same problem you got. Mary should have been a division of her versus her, and the restaurant should have been a division of the corporation. Throw that piece away. Banks and grocery stores do this shit in front of you. The banks, the cities, the grocery stores. I mean, don't you understand? Rich and famous people bankrupt pieces all the time, and they don't bring the pain home like you. So maybe today you want to think about turning these up just a little bit. And why don't you become a certified CFO? Would that be okay if I teach you how to play my way? Look at your corporation day. Go ahead. You'll see it on Secretary of State's website. You'll see your name on it. And hopefully you didn't use your home address. Because if you did, guess what? Oh, shit. Because what's going to happen is next. You used your home address. Oh, now you're on the national mailing list and you get all the robocalls and junk mail. Why don't you change it to a mailbox, etc.? What did you think? Now, the next thing you have a problem is when they sue the corp, they sue you. That kind of sucks. Is that true? I want to set up your line of defense. Can I do that for you, please? So you never bring the pain home again because that was silly and dumb in the first place. We're going to play my way. I like my way. Now, let's look at a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. One of the $1 million Lamborghinis. How about one of the $5 million mansions I obtained? How about one of the $1 million race boats? Hey, these are goodies I got. Didn't you? Oh, you need to turn these up just a little bit. You see, I think half the people in this world are lazy. Some have to be a little crazy and go get it too. Now, you don't get the goodies like Lamborghinis and Ferraris until you get to 5 million, okay? Because you don't have the money to piss away. The reality is this will offset taxes too. We're going to play, and you're going to be added to my credit system. And we're going to play my way. And I'm going to hold your hand every step of the way. Won't that be fun? What's your goal today? Look at the calendar today. Why? It's simple. The calendar today tells you got less than 46 days left of this year, and it's over. Those are working days. And you screwed up. Sorry. Here's your life. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. Well, that sucks too. I told you I'm going to tell you the truth. So what happens is corporations. All right, I've been teaching and preaching for 45 years in person online. We got to look at the 2-year statuation. Oh, I got this radio show and TV show coming next year. I'm going to take 30 people in my coaching and put them on the show so they can tell their story too. Won't that be fun? Now let's talk about people wanting to do flippity dippity doos, fixing up properties. Hey, I had 19 houses at 17. All right, and I found it to be a pain in the asset. The mechanics liens, the lien releases, the contractors, the buyers, the liars, and the subcontractors that stand outside Home Depot. All right, they're all stealing my money. They're trying to rip me off too. But at 21, I decided to do something. You see, I wanted to become the bank. So I basically mastered something called an assignment of mortgage. If I'm going to sell it, I might as well be the banker. See, your problem is you sold a house or you sold a car. You could have actually been the damn bank for 10 to 30 years. But what can I say? Let's take a unit like basically a condo and think about an apartment complex and split deed it, okay? If we do this correctly, what do we get to do? Assignment of mortgage. All right, I like to play, but my way makes more sense than yours. I think your way sucks, to be honest with you. Sorry, don't take it personally. Do you know in 14 different states, you have properties brand new under $100,000? You could get one, 5,000 down, and then you could have a Section 8 or a management company. It's up to you, but that would build residual income. Guess what I want you to do? I want you to think about what you did. Sorry. You never built money coming in automatically. I haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. I don't even have a personal bank account. You see, all the money's coming in and paying the bills. Why would I want a paycheck? My wife calls this my hobby. When I reached 2.6 billion, 26, I wanted to help people. I'm usually 25,000 a day and 3,000 an hour. She said, you're helping all these people for free. Why not? See, what I did for me at 17, I wanted $1,000 a month. then 2,000, then 3,000, and build it up. When I had 22,000 paid phones, I didn't collect the damn money. Their company did it for me. I wrote the book on laundromats. I did that too. And dry cleaners and all kinds of fun. My storage units. Oh, don't forget about the donut storage challenge. Say it started the largest one in the world too. And printing companies. Isn't it fun? Let's think about credit, loan, and money. I want you to take $100,000. I want you to put it in the bank, corporation bank account. Oh, you don't have any money? What'd you do? Spend it all? Whee! Went bye-bye. If we take 100,000 off of a card and we put it in the bank account, we're going to reference 3 times 5. They're going to give us up to $1.5 million. And then your corporation's going to have a division for franchise in an apartment complex. You're going to build a line of defense. What does this do for you? It's called financial freedom. Your problem is you. All right. You haven't been doing it the right way. Sorry. All right. You might want to tell yourself in the mirror, you're fired. Simple. See, I'm an affiliate 119 creditors. I get to add you to credit that I have on a dashboard, and I get to give you a card as I rebuild you and ask for separate billing. Would you like 1 or 3 cards for 100,000 or more? Let me know. It's kind of fun. As we play this game, let's remember, I'd like you to think about Warren Buffett. I remember sitting there at the diner and everybody's having a root beer float with Mr. Buffett. And I told him personally, I'm going to leave $1 million in my irrevocable trust and leave the rest into the corporation. Because then my kids take over as an officer's list and they don't inherit anything. They control everything. They're the puppet master. You see, you got to learn to play my way. Mr. Buffett talks about paying tax, and he pays less tax than anybody. He owns ketchup, Geico, and Coca-Cola, American Express, and Duracell, Dairy Queen, and See's Candy. Oh, Rich Julian, Fruit of the Loom. You see, he manages, hell no. He has companies that are managed by third party. All right, so you can be the same thing too. There's no difference in you and Mr. Buffett, no difference at all. Your reality is you didn't learn to play. The reality is to teach you how to play the game. Let's teach you to win. Now, I do boring businesses. I got about 26 different types of franchises I've played with, all right, all of my life and having fun. And I learned a long time ago, all right, I can put $40,000 in an escrow, and I can go get a little, basically, dry cleaner. All right, there's one in Gardena right now. They want 200,000, and it's making 40,000 a month. There's one in Garden Grove. They want 60,000, all right, and it makes 4,000 a month. They're both good. See, the residual income managed by third party. So if we took 40,000 off of a card, and you can maintain escrow, and it closes escrow, now you have an entity, all right, making money. Then we can do it again and again. Now, if we took basically 100,000, all right, that's going to create basically up to about 50,000 a month. If you invest 250, it usually can be up to about 75,000 a month, not more. So what I want you to think about is what everyone does around you. All the rich and famous people, they're investors. You see, they're an investor. All right, they own it, but they don't run it. There's your biggest problem. You're too busy trying to run a business. So if you go to these expos and all the things you're looking at, it's like a deer in the headlights. Which one do I pick? The pretty one or the one that would cost more money? None of them. You buy an existing one. 125,000 gave him 63,000 a month, 3 divisions. All right, 47,000 gave him 30,000 a month. Again, $500,000 what they want. We got negotiated for 200 down and carry back 300,000. All right, a gas station, you can do that as well. You're not going to pump gas, people. You're going to own the business. You're not going to run it. It's third party. It's like if you look at real estate. This is an existing one that was built in the 60s. It's simple. They want $3 million for it. They need 10% down, 300,000. Well, let's take it off a couple cards. What do you got? Now you got a bill for $23,000. But guess what? You have income. Now you got positive cash flow of 13,000. Now, here's my problem. You are my problem. See, what happens right here, if a tenant slips and falls and sues and screws everybody up, you lose the entity, and it's like, ah! But if you listen very carefully, you're not done yet. You're never done, because I'm going to have you look behind the curtain. You're going to play my way because I think your way sucks. We're going to split you those units. We're doing a assignment of mortgage. And you see, when you become the manager and you become what, the bank, they can't sue the bank. You get to sue them if they don't pay. Now you created $76,000 a month. Is that a better way? So if we focus on real estate franchise and storage units, all right, I got a coaching program that can help you through that process. You have a 3 months, a 6 months, and a 12 months. So it's like anything else. Let's focus on building credit, rebuild you in residual income. That's the goal. I think you got to focus a little bit better. So let's think about something. How about we put you in all my classes and having fun, and let's do weekly calls, you and me privately for private coaching, and let's give that rapid rescore a try to push that score up and away to be a great CFO. And then what we're going to do is play some more. I like to play. Now, here's some things you need to write down because you need to master these things. Projections, limits, business plan, phone calls with creditors, daisy chaining credit into the millions, and increasing limits every 46 days. If we play my way, the 3 months is 1,000 down. And what happens is that it's an $8,000 package. If you did the 8,000 paid in full, I'm going to build you 100,000 of credit. If you did the 1,000 down and you made these payments during that coaching period, I'm going to give you 25,000 of credit either way. From there, if you wanted the 6 months, it's still 1,000 down, but it's a $15,000 package. And if you paid in full, I'm going to give you 250,000 of credit. If you're not, then you put the 1,000 down. I'll build you 50,000 because you made a commitment for 6 months. If you did the 1 year, 12 months program, or you work out those payments as well, if you paid in full, it's 25,000. But then I'm going to build you $500,000 of credit. If you put the 1,000 down and committed to that, I'm going to build you 75,000. Got it so far? Take a picture of this. This is Zell, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@racecredit.com, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. It's simple. And the other thing, you can call the office right away. If you're not assigned to a specialist, you can do that too. Ask for the floor manager. His name is Santos. If you call 800-254-9506. Now, if you use a card, they're going to charge you 5%. I'd rather have you Zell, but that's up to you. If we play the game and win, look in the mirror today. 5 minutes. It's an assignment. 5 minutes. Stare at yourself and ask yourself a couple of questions. First question is, what the hell did you do yesterday to get to go to the main order? Did you get the list that came out for car repos, boats, houses, apartment complex, duplex? How about probate list, divorce list, bankruptcy list? Are you selling supply and vendor credit? Are you getting a corporation with $1 million of credit, checkbook money, and supply and vendor money? If you're in one of my coaching programs, don't be surprised by the time you turn around, you're going to have about a $10 million company. Biggest problem I still have is you. You're your biggest problem. I like to make your money making machine. Is that okay? How about we sell supply and vendor credit, open an account, and be an OPM, and use Dun & Bradstreet, and sell on Amazon and eBay? Is that okay? We can play that game too. Once again, you don't buy things like these goodies until you get 5 million, okay? We can play my way. God's gift, the mansions in the harbor. And I always put my name on all the goodies, so I want to prove that I actually obtained it. Because most people, I think, are full of what? Oh, I like the RayReynoldsUniversity.com, the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, the Duffys, and the mansions too. You see, we get to play my way, because your way, what? Sucks. Now, I got no excuses, neither do you. Every time I hear some idiot say, white man can't jump, that's funny. I broke the record for the highest kick and the fastest kick in 1981. I've accomplished every goal I had. I kicked out the lights that night too. And no matter where you come from, you can reach your goal. But you have to believe in you. Now, I found out why I can kick so high. Maybe it's because of Grandpa that I never got to know. He basically won the Olympics in 1932. Gymnastics, they called him Coach Bishop of Roosevelt High. I kicked the door jam at 10, then the basketball hoop too. Wow. One of my first cars was a Quintus Lamborghini. What did you get? You see, I don't hear no. No means I don't know how. I'll find a way. There's 1,000 steps to millionaire. I wrote it down. It's in the Millionaire's Founders Kit too. You could play my way. Why don't we draw this right here? Here's a corporation and entities. Entities will be, if it's a bank, they have bankrupt their locations or branch numbers. They call them subsidiaries. If it's my way till the 5 million, it's called divisions. Until you're at 5 million, you're going to have division process because your name's not on it. And if they sue it, they can't sue you. Sam's Club, 1,500 locations, banks, grocery stores, and cities, even Geico. So let's understand today. Stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Will that be okay if we do it my way? Because you're away what? See, I created my blueprint when I was 9.5. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. So again, you need 5 things today. Can you write them down for me, please? Get out that tab and a pen once again if you didn't do it already too. So stop treading water, playing it safe. And there's 5 things you need. You need a real 750, not a care credit first premier. You need a $1 million corporation. It's going to have 30 divisions. And $1 million a line of credit, checkbook money. And you also need basically supply and vendor money too. See, this is a must-have if you are going to get to millionaire, period. As we play, draw the diagram again. Our corporation is going to maintain entities called divisions. You're going to stop bringing the pain home. You're going to put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella, and I'm going to repackage you personally. Is that okay if I do it personally for you too? We get to play. Now, I've been helping rich and famous people, and presidents of the United States of America too. They kind of listen better than most of you. What did you do? I bet you had a kitchen table meeting with your friends and family. And what did you do? We're going to start a business, honey. Oh, goody. And what did you do? You jacked up the cards, you dropped the score, you couldn't get any more, you backed your family in the corner, you couldn't ride up dilly squat, and you hawked your house. I call that stupid. Sorry. The reality is your goal is not to bring the pain home. Got it so far? So let's write down today's date. Let's project 90 working days. And then you understand you're going to be knocked down 1,000 times. You're going to get up 10. That's how it works. Now, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6. Paragraph 3, cash flow fee per time. That's what I was doing for me. You can do it for you too, if you want to. Now, here I am, 2009, worth millions and billions of dollars. All right, I got to die the next day. We took out one of the yachts in the backyard with a group of people that had some sickness, and I got to die. But you know what my wife did? She told people at the office he's in a coma, he's going to die. You know what happened next? Ron was at the office with the U-Haul truck stealing my books and CDs. And then Tom sold my websites and my phone numbers to a damn porn site. You see, I sold this Millionaire's Founders Kit at the Bonaventure every night or Wednesday night for 7 p.m. for $5,000 a set. The goal is simple as we play this game. If you want a copy of the 12 books and CDs today, it's free as long as you sell over 99 bucks. Here's a Zelle. You write down RW and you Zelle, your address and your phone number. We'll ship it today. Now, starting a business and running a business, oh my goodness. The people around you, all right, friends and family, have probably ripped you off, a couple of them. You don't know if they're going to knock you off the cliff, they're going to catch you, you're going to die. Hold your breath. Remember, as long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well just be dead. Me, simple. At 2.5 years old, I learned to read. If I didn't get up at 2:25, the abuser would get me at 2:30. So since then, my whole body wakes up at 2:25. Even though my wife this morning says, why are you up so early? I wake up automatically. Just been what I've done all my life. I drop to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I go look in the mirror. I had no family. All I got to use to abuse this kid sucks. So I had a choice to put myself on track or feel sorry for myself. By the way, my feeling sorry for myself is 3 seconds. The last use is 3 minutes from now on. What do? I'll bet you tell your friends and family you got an idea, and they interrupt you instead of encouraging you, and they try to tell you what you need to do for your idea. And they haven't done crap, and they're going to tell you what to do. Isn't it amazing how they try to cloud your direction? Bottom line is July 4, 2009, one of my yachts. I get to die the next day. I get to hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asks my wife if I'm a donor. Wow, they're going to take out my heart, take it away. Jesus gave me a choice to stay in peace and go back. So I believe I'm God's example for you. Now, I moved 24 times till I'm 11.5 years old. I've been shot twice and knifed 6 times too. So we got some choices today. All right. Oh, my wife said, Annie, reach out for your family. After the coma, we were broke. We had nothing. Our lives were over. It's like, damn, everything I got was stolen. Well, this grandma and great grandma, Nancy Rando Farms, great grandma. Oh, Florence Bishop, yarns and knitting. And then I went down and reached out to mommy and daddy that threw me away. Got a knock on the door. Do you believe it or not? The police gave me a restraining order. What parent who throws her kid in the friggin' trash can gives them a fucking restraining order? Did I say that loud? Sorry, fudging. They did. What a piece of shit, people. Oh, well, I'm God's example, but I'm a pastor, but I'm also a sinner too. You see, I'm first a father, a son, No, I'm not really son of God. That's about it. I know husband too. So guess what? I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. See, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. I got another one called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. It was for men to learn to shut up because women are tape recorders. But I got a new chapter for my wife and my daughter in this one because they have to both bite their tongue, live longer sometimes. And how about the fighting the monster with him? I got 39 books ready to go. Wow. Hey, how about bullshit doesn't pay your bills? Because it doesn't. From there, fighting through the pain. So I believe you're stuck. Let's get you unstuck. Let's get you past go. Let's show you the Lamborghinis, Duffy's with my name on it, mansions, how white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. How about more Lamborghinis, race boats, and yachts, and helicopters too? All right, and yachts, and U-Docks, and Ferrari. Don't forget them. I call this Ray's Rules. Oh, you didn't obtain these things? Why not? What's wrong with you? Well, these not turned up yet? Again, take my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. That way you can get past go and get rid of all that crap you're dealing with today. Oh, credit repair. Wow. It's a fraud. Can you believe these idiots out there going, I can repair your credit? Then they start talking and watching me with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And you do this. You've got debt. You can't rip off your credit. There's 5 ways to kill a debt. Now, I don't have to say credit repair is fraud. The Federal Trade Commission says it every friggin' day. You can't even collect money up front. We think they have a freaking magic wand? How about the Credit Services Organization Act? See, all you got to do is Google Section 611. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do, period, for yourself. Next, if you have an open collection account, find 5 ways to kill the damn debt. Do not rip off your creditor and be a crook. Because if you do that, it's never going to work anyway. So if we play my way, and remember that T or W stood for The Report's Wrong, Thomas Raymond Woolridge became a spear and everybody followed along. I drew the first one of these. It's called Good, Fair, or Hell No. You got to play my way. But again, what happens? You negotiate, open a collection account. All cards, you negotiate a 25, 29% rule, but 2. And then on top of this, wrap a refresh. That's how you play. And what do you get to do? 750 score right away. Now, it's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. You see, some people just don't follow along. Now, let's give you the first 25 steps today. Is that okay? First of all, Intuit bought Credit Karma in 2020 on December 3rd. Credit Karma was indicted many times for lying through their teeth. But again, there's no phone number to help you, and it's free. So let's see what I want to do for you. I'd like to analyze you today, your credit files, and show you exactly what it takes to get a 750 score. And by the way, on Saturday at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time, I'll call your case number in rotation. You'll hear from me me telling you exactly what I need you to do to make sure we get you to the 750 score and more. Is that okay if you pay attention? See, this SS5, you never paid attention to it. Sorry, you didn't, neither did mommy. From there, what do we get to do? All right, full name at birth other than above. All right, name to be shown on card. Now, let's understand. You or mommy did an SS5 for the SSN for 1040 tax return. That's what you did. If you have a Social Security card, look at it today. Not a laminate, don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes, it belongs to Social Administration, not you. It's simple. The SSN was created for one reason, to track your income so you can file your 1040 tax return. That's all it was done for. When you got your first paycheck a long time ago, you said, my money, where's it at? You thought that company ripped you off. They pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, that's what makes us ducks and sheep. Following ducks and sheep kind of sucks. So understand today, irs.gov 1244, you take that and you and the corporation file one tax return and almost never pay tax anymore. We play by the rules. Isn't that fun? There's that SS5 again. Why don't we compare it to the SS4? Legal name of entity, individual person, corporation, bank, grocery store, city. You get to play my way. So let's understand today, even it says banking and credit purposes per each one of these forms. So you could get another chance to try. Once again, your corporation should only do 4 things. Buffer tax, no taxes due to your profitable. Corporate credit to write-off, tax ID, car at fleet price, hotel free buffet. Then your divisions do the rest of that. A division is a line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and separate liability for real estate. So your line of defense needs to be put in place called a division process. I want to build you a corporation with $1 million. Is that okay? If we do it my way, I'm going to guarantee everything I say I can do in writing. As long as you're part of it, you sign, you agree to follow through, be part of the program. From there, don't violate the rules and jack up cards and don't apply and crash your rapid rescore. If you do that, you will be basically charged a fee to do the next one, or we'll just close your case. So in other words, don't screw up. Pay attention. If you have a collection item, again, 5 ways to get rid of it. Past can't chase future. IRS has a form too. You can get past go and understand how to play and rebuild your life right away. Step number 3, we get to play my way. From there, there's that 750 waiting for you. This means basically analyzation, rapid rescore. Let's push that score up, up, and away like this person got 96 points, and then let's get you into class. I do classes Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Isn't that fun? So you're stuck with me in a rapid rescore, and you go to class, you don't fall in your one, you can target a 750 score. Now, I normally charge you $999 for the classes and the goodies and all the coaching too. I'm going to give you $1,000 card back. Is that okay if I give you the refund on your money? During a broadcast, I discount half price. So it's $499 and a $500 card. Is that okay with you as we play? Now, I want you to focus because we're running out of some time right now. All right, a corporation or division, if it wants a line of credit come January, it has to be 2 years old. So 23, January 24. So they'll count it that way for a line of credit up to 150,000 of credit. Now, I'd like to give you profit and nonprofit work in a conjunction. All right, the ultimate goal, that's up to you. I'd like you to understand nonprofit has 0 liability on some cards. Google will give you up to 10,000, and they found out that the nonprofit is doing 4 times in an average McDonald's. Is that okay if you learn to play my way? From there, it's a starter package. So let's rebuild the credit, rapid score, articles, losses, tax ID. Pretty simple. If you don't have them, I'll give them to you for free. Setup level 1 is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to charge you $999, what the average person wastes in a given month. I'm going to hand you $5,000 of credit back, which is 5 times your investment. If you wanted $25,000 of credit, you do $24.99, and then I'll hand you 5 times your money back too. So if we rebuild you, we analyze, we add history, and we start popping credit as soon as possible. Is that okay? Now, that opportunity and discounting pricing here is during this broadcast with you, getting profit and nonprofit. Once again, there's a Zell. If you can, if you want to, you can call the office, 800-254-9506. If you use a card, sorry, they're going to charge you 5%. So it's better if you Zell. But that's up to you. We got another problem with you today. You're a voter. Congratulations. You're a voter like me. Sorry, they sell the voting list 412 times a year. You're wondering how you got robocalls and junk mail? All right, you got a cable bill, you got a corporation too. Why don't you call 888-567-8688 and opt out for 5 years or a lifetime, okay? Phone number's right in front of you. There you go. See? You see, I want you to understand, I want to repackage your whole life my way. Now, the next I need you to do is plan the problem. You see, you didn't plan that. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. You spent thousands of crap that didn't work. How about we learn about more safety credit, sticky in the car like I gave you earlier, rules and tools. All right, limit. All right, 25% utilization, never past 29%, and create the line of defense. What I designed years ago for T or Debbie, they became Asperian too. Wow, we get to learn to play. All dashboards now say what I designed years ago, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So let's understand today. From now on, you're not going to jack up your cards. You're not going to screw it up. Why? Because I'm going to show you don't jack these up ever past 29%. You're going to learn that I'm going to get you a couple of these. Why? Up to $1 million, paid over time limit as well. And you know what? They don't fluctuate your credit ever. So you can maintain a 750 score forever. Your problem is your lack of knowledge is the stupidity of man or woman. You're not stupid. You did stupid. We're going to get you out of that too. Is that okay? My way from now on? Now you lose your job, have an emergency. What do? You run out of time. You run out of money. And then you jack up your cards and tell the world to feel sorry for you. Well, that's what you do. All right, in about 42 days. Let's pretend you needed $5,000. Now. What are you going to do? Ask your friends, your family, the bank. They're all going to say no, you said you need it. This is a safety card for $5,000. The payment's $50 a month. You know the average person wastes $50 every other day, which is you. You waste up to $150 a week, $600 a month. Let's take $50,000 off of a corporate credit card. Why? It's a write-off and the interest rate too. And let's go buy 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-through during a pandemic using some common sense. You see what men do jump, stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Can you write down raise rules one more time? I'd like you to write down raise rules and understand utilization, and then also write down the only thing you can sacrifice from now on is a division. Write it down. From now on, you do not bring the damn pain home to the corporation or your family. It's ridiculous. It's called silly. It's called dumb. The only thing you will sacrifice is the division. Write it down. Because there's no way and there's no reason anybody brings the damn pain home. That was called lack of knowledge and stupidity. Division process. It's the only thing you're willing to sacrifice as long as you have no intent to do fraud. We're going to play my way. All right, you're going to understand the cake and eat it too. Raise rules. Step 7. All right, become a certified CFO. Never bring that damn pain home. Maybe you need to learn to fight for what you want and what you have, or to go get it too. There I am in that damn coma. Why don't you Google the address today? Find out I'm telling you the truth. I've been in 2 comas. When I was crippled, Jesus get up, freaked them all out. Last one I got to die and play with you. See, I think the devil's trying to knock you down and hold you back. But God's delays aren't God's denials. So I like to repackage like Humpty Dumpty. That'll be okay if I put your life together like mine. All right, simple. Corporations, a legal person may sue or be sued. And the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. You see what I mean? Now, this is pathetic. This is ridiculous. I lost my job. I got 2 kids. Knock it off. Man up. Get your butt to the church. I'll hand you the food. Go drive an Uber or Lyft. Go have a damn garage sale. This is pathetic. It's ridiculous. Okay? Hey, don't give me excuses. I came out of a coma with nothing. They stole my millions and my billions. I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I took a corporation and I built a friggin' $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. This is bullshit. Okay? I had a garage sale, 12 of them in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. No more excuses. You got to man up, woman up. Division is the only thing you're willing to sacrifice because it blocks the corp from getting hurt in your family. Your job is to support your family and protect your family. I didn't have one as a kid. It's ridiculous. So let's understand my way. I'm willing to sacrifice the division, but not the corp and my family. I finally got one. So divisions are simple. When I get you the tax ID, or in my system, I set up a Experian, Treasury, and Equifax instantly. Get you a bunch of cards, and I line you for some checkbook money. And the checkbook money is what you're going to do to get a residual income too. 9 divisions, $1 million, 41, 5 million. It's in my book called Buckets of Money. Look at your corporation today. Simple. All right, you're a duck and a sheep. When they sue that, they sue you. Kind of sucks. Let me build your line of defense. Would that be okay if we do it my way from now on? Now, I want to teach you how to daisy chain credit. If we get 1 card, we're going to ask for 9 more. All right, because we're going to have 9 divisions. Would you like 9? You see, what happens is each entity, each grocery store, every city, every bank, you can play and even get a line of credit too if you want to play my way. And I'm the guy that invented daisy chaining credit as well. We play. Each division is $4.99 at the office, 3 for $14.97. Because it's the end of the year, I want to push you even more. I'm going to give it to you for 99 friggin' dollars. I'm going to add history of 2000. I'm going to get you the tax ID. So take a picture, click. If this is done before I'm done talking, you can get 18 for 999 bucks. But if you don't, you kind of blew it. That's on you. There's your Zell. And what you get to do too, call the office right away, 800-254-9506. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? I only show goodies I obtain. Is that okay? I went to the Love Ride twice with Neil Diamond. That was fun. Again, goodies as long as you get to 5 million. From there, let's get you $1 million of cards. How about $5 million of checkbook money? And you'll learn to play my way. We repackage you here. Then we get you the green card unlimited times 9. The B of A times 9, the Wells Fargo times 9, then we get the gold times 9 and the ink times 9. That's 5 cards out of the 10 I like, up to 5 million. Ooh, now let's talk about checkbook money. Your banks will usually give you up to 150 no tax return. So we're going to go after those first. Some will give you up to $500,000, but you got to be a 2-year corporation or 2-year division. That's why it's important to do it now. So let's understand. Here's my 5 favorite ones. Very simple. And what happens simple here, up to $5.4 million. We're going to play my way and going to rebuild your life, okay? Because I think your way, sorry again, it sucks. All right, I even got specialty classes on Saturday, 8:30 in the morning. So what we're going to do is help rebuild you. Let's take that borrow money that's not taxed, so we'll write it all off, so you buy your lifetime income. And that's your biggest problem. You didn't build a residual income. Why did you not do that? That's your cake and eat it too. Race rules, become a certified CFO, and never bring the pain home. If I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do with it? You put it in a personal account. I call that dumb. I would have put it in a corporation and leverage and reference it by 3 by 5, turn it to 15 million. Pay all the bills first and pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. You see, the United States of America Incorporated, all right, they got 50 corporations called states, then cities, and they created Chapter 9 bankruptcy just in case shit hits the fan. You could have did the same thing too, but you didn't know the rules and tools. As long as you have no intent to do fraud, why don't you Google bankruptcy today? See SSN, SS4. Who's going to be the deck the next time things screw up in your life? You, your family, your corporate division. Make up your mind. You see, I want to add you to my credit system and show you how I got that $5 million or mansion too, one part of the collection. How about we rebuild you up to $1 million? You go to class, you don't fall in your what, and you follow through. Beat your doubt, run your race. Simple. All right, we get to play my way. Now that's called getting past go. From there, mansions in the harbor. You have race boats and the Lamborghinis that say RayReynoldsUniversity.com too. I like goodies. Down the line, I'd like to show you how to change your driver's license a little bit. All right, to mailbox or P.O. box. I like you to think about more privacy, but that's up to you. Now, the next thing is let's look at your car you drive today. The one you allowed them to sweat you for 5 hours, all right, treating you like a duck and a sheep, up to 9 inquiries, lost about $20,000, $30,000. That's not how you buy a car. A car is simple. It's fleet price tax ID division. You see, the bottom line today, if you buy a house, you don't buy it with 2 people on the loan. That'd be kind of dumb. By the way, in the future, your house will be bought through the trust. And I'll teach you how to do that too. Right now, if you lose the house or the car, then you got shitty credit. Sorry. Then they report it to the IRS to the 1099-C. So now you got double shitty credit. That's terrible. Your problem is you didn't plan the problem. From now on, we're going to plan the problem. So you're prepared from now on. Every property you get should be a division because you don't know who's going to slip and fall and screw you up too. Your paycheck's set off by your house payment. Simple. From there, the corporation. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? There's no reason to pay tax. They know how to play. There's no loophole. He bought Twitter in front of the world with 2 lines of credit from banks, and they're pissed off at him too. He's totally D and totally dumb, but X marks the spot. But he's got a spaceship, so do the other 2 guys. See, you can learn to play the game if you want to play and win. But again, you get to join the club too. So that's step 15 for you. Now run your life through a corporation or conjunction. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. See, your paycheck's taxable income. That means you get the leftover. With that leftover, currently you're paying car payment, gas registration, insurance. You should be yelling no and driving a company car. All right, and basically understand how to play my way. Step 7. Why don't you go to irs.gov today and get a hold of an SS4 and find out it says banking and credit purposes. You never had to be a duck and a sheep in the first place. You chose to do that. So me, it's like in 71 when Nixon took the gold standard out. Every woman at the hospital had to sign the SS5 for the SSN for the baby. We're bonded all for $35 million apiece up to that too. Everything to me is rules and tools. Escrow, close, homestead, trust. You have a house not in a trust, that's called stupid. They sue you, they screw you, take it away. You die, it's stuck in the probate, your family got diddly squat. You fix up a property, you hire the contractor. Who hires the subcontractor that stands outside Home Depot when they cut corners and slip and fall and they sue you and screw you up too? My way, they get diddly squat. I like diddly squat, don't you? Irrevocable trust. Check it out today, step 19, and learn to play. But if you're one of those crooks that don't file a tax return, remember, you can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Wesley Snipes tried it. See, his problem was he listened to his Beverly Hills stupid attorney and CPA. He went to prison for 3 years, fined $5 million. That sucks. He ruined his career. But again, that's up to you. Remember, we can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. But again, it's choice number 20. Now, you could be an OPM today. Save up to 70%. Don't pay a bill up to 90 days. You close an escrow, leverage it into $15 million. Borrow money's not taxable. You set up your line of defense. By the way, that's called blackjack. Step 21. Looks like you get to win too. So let's get to play. And let's understand today, Ray Reynolds University. Wow. 2009, I finally got proud of myself. I felt really good. I'm helping millions of people, having a good time. All right, locations, 3 other states, up to $1 million a day. God allows me to go and come and die, and I get to lose it all and build it up in front of everybody. It's like ridiculous, but that's what I had to do. So what am I going to do? Go home and get boo-hoo-hoo like most of you? No, thank you. I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions, and I built literally $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Why do you stay down? It's not hard to get back up, but you have to follow the rules and tools. 1,000 steps to millionaire. Don't forget about Buffett. There's no difference in you and him besides you're cuter than him. Simple. And guess what? You get to play the game too. I like boring businesses, from the payphones that I had to properties and becoming the bank. Again, there's about 26 of these I like. But again, it's your choice. If we put 40,000 down, you can run the business you want to. I'd rather have you have third-party management and create 3,000 to 10,000 a month. Again, what if we put 100,000? Close in escrow, get up to 50,000 a month. What if it's 250? And using borrow money, which is corporate credit anyway, up to $100,000. So understand about boring business in a coaching program that I'm helping guide to. But that's up to you. I think that what you've done is good and bad, but the reality is you didn't create residual income. I think that's the key. So today, if you like, and all classes the rest of this year, from there, weekly calls private with me, the ultimate goal in rapid rescore to push you up and away. Again, what we need you to do is master about 5 things. Projections, what's limits, from there, talking to the creditors, all right, daisy chaining of credit, increasing limits every 46 days when we can. The goal is you have 3 variations of coaching, 3 months, 6 or 12 months. You can put 1,000 down. The 3 months is $8,000, and you can maintain the payments during that time of coaching. Put 1,000 down today before we're sold out. We're almost there anyway. From there, if you paid in full, all right, I'm going to give you 100,000 of cash credit. You put the 1,000 down and make a commitment for the 3 months. I'm going to give you $25,000. You do the 6 months, 1,000 down. You pay the balance and break it down into payments. Do weeklies or weeklies. It's easier for everybody. From there, if you paid in full 15,000, I'm going to build you 250,000 of credit. With 1,000 down, you only get 50. From there, if you did the 12-month program, if you pay in full, it's 25,000. If not, you do in the payments after the 1,000 down. And if you paid in full, I would build you $500,000 of credit. But again, if you didn't, you did the 1,000 down and made a commitment to this one, then I'm building you 75,000. It's a Zelle. Bank transfer, deposit, or wire. They're basically a corporation, it's a legal person. And the only thing I want you to ever think about sacrificing from now on is a division. Keep in mind the division is your line of defense. You're willing to sacrifice it, but don't have the intent to do fraud, but you're going to protect your corp and your family. 9 divisions are $1 million usually. All right, 41 is up to $5 million. Divisions are simple, usually they're $4.99 each, because I want to do them right away. Like I said, do this while I'm online with you. You get 18 for $999 if it's Zelle. If you don't do it now, sorry, when I'm done talking in a minute or two, that opportunity, that lowest discount price is gone. 800-254-9506. What would you do? And what are you willing to lose? Come on. I didn't have a family. I didn't get basically my wife until I got the wife, and I got 6 kids and 10 grandkids. Now I finally got a family, so I'm not willing to lose the family. Corporation, they'd sue me. That hurt the family too. Division process. The way I designed it is we all get checkmate. There's to go. Step 23. So if you want to reach the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, always giving bonus cash credit to reimburse you, and on top of that, so you get to write it all off and take away your excuses. Become a certified CFO. If you got basically joint credits just in the way. Buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. Why people spend thousands on corp, I'll never understand. They're free. You pay a little filing fee. You need your division for real estate, franchise, current business, non-defense, raise rules. And the ultimate goal is give you a bunch of bonus cash credit so you can write it all off and take away your excuses. That's all I hear from people is excuses. See, there's always a way, always a way. And that's the thing you got to think about today. But if all you want from me is a sub of 50, all right, I'll analyze you, add wrapper, rescore, put you in class, and our target will be a sub of 50 score. And it's usually $9.99, 1,000 card back. But if you want half price, you do it during this broadcast with me. It's $4.99. It's a $500 card. There you go. From there, let's keep in mind, all right, the time is running out. I don't control it, neither do you. A corporation and division needs to be on its second year come January to get up to that 150 of checkbook money. I like to give you profit and non-profit simultaneously. Again, starter package, rebuild the credit. Articles, offices, tax ID are free if you don't have them. Setup in level 1 is every Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I like to give it to you for $999, 5,000 in cash credit. $24.99, $25,000 cash credit back to you. Always 5 times your investment there. But let me analyze and add history and start popping credit right away. Is that okay if we do that today? Keep in mind to get that bonuses and all the things we're talking about right now, you need to Zelle now. Or you can also call the office right away at 800-254-9506. If you use a card, they will charge you 5%. So understand today referrals. You give me referrals, I'll build you more credit. If you basically want 10% Zelle back to you, we'll do that. But that person better name your name when they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. So I always give you my email address too. So here's a corporation. Banks use corps owning corps, subsidiaries, their bankrupt locations, get a tax credit. Until you're to $5 million, you're using divisions. And I'm after Sam's Club, Geico, or Cities. Your goal is to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind the curtain. Stop bringing the pain home. Stay safe and strong. Do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. You see, it's not always been easy for any of us. We have the ability to change our lives, but we have to follow through. Again, we get knocked down 1,000 times, we get to win 10. But we have to be persistent. We never, ever give up. So the bottom line, if you want me to be your coach, give a call or Zelle now, 800-254-9506. Remember, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And we never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.